everybody, Circuit Main here, and it is the Brony Show, of course. We are at episode 260, was it 6 or 7 now? 67, 267, yes. Now I'm here to bring you everything that is the Brony community this week, despite a somewhat exhausted state, but we will, well, not exhausted, I'm still a little bit tired out, but we'll get to that in a moment. Me and Blinked have quite the story to tell, of course, but that will be pretty much our What's Up Brony as well as our discussion. So, but before we get into all of that, let's go ahead and introduce our panel here. We've got a nice little panel right for us. Of course, we have from the Otaku Ascendant, as always, the greatest of anime minds, Suki.
Yo.
It sucks at driving in Burnout.
What?
We made Burnout joke.
Oh.
He gave me the middle finger in Burnout Paradise one time when I wrecked him.
That must have been interesting.
The pack, they're living together.
And we also have joining us Teleco.
Hello.
And we also have our resident artist, all the way in Canada, Short Circuit.
Greetings from Kanokistan.
Yep. And, well, as I mentioned, we're here to bring you all of the fun and frivolity of the Brony community this week. As I mentioned, now, what I mentioned before last week, we were going to be talking about the 3 Equestria Girl specials. However, we decided to put that on a back burner for one more week as something special happened the next day. 2 Best Sisters Play Fallout 4 finally occurred. And I'm hearing myself.
Rejoicing in the fandom.
Short Circuit, we're kind of hearing it off of you.
Oh, sorry. Give me a second. I'll fix that. I'll fix this up here in a second.
Alright.
Alright, I'm saying it now. You just did the Canadian thing.
No, don't give them that. Any case, as I mentioned, we are going to be talking about everything that's going on with this video, and also everything that happened at Crystal Mountain, because it is quite the story. So it is going to be an interesting event here. However, we need to warm up our vocal cords and air our daily lives, because what better way than to just mention things that are going on in our daily lives? And what better way than What's Up Brony? So, what's up, Bronies?
Let's say the past few days, I've been helping my mother clean up a vacant house that we own that is currently just storage for a lot of stuff my grandmother had from a shop that we used to run with my grandfather when he was alive. Where we have the roof redone, and now we're just power washing the sides of it so it can be repainted by me. You know, standard housekeeping stuff and whatnot. Hence why I'm sunbent.
That would do it. Sounds like a lot of fun.
It does. By the way, Deathlight Productions says it was nice meeting you at the con.
Did he meet us at the con?
Yeah, I do believe so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was a...
There's a gent who talked to us briefly.
Yeah,
For fans at a convention.
Yeah, in my defense,
it was the last day, well...
It was a very long weekend for us.
I know.
We'll
but technically, you have met one of the people that has followed you for at least several months that said, I like you.
Yeah. But it was
cool.
it was still awesome to like, I know you, Circuit. And I'm like, cool. I actually have somebody that knows me here.
He's like, I recognize your voice.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of threw me for. I recognize your voice.
What?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, he almost forgot. He had all those crazy painted panels. Yeah, I had to run it over to him. I remember now. He didn't even mention.
Wait a minute. Like, whose camera is? Oh no.
Yeah, the funny thing is he didn't even mention who he was. It would have been awesome just.
He didn't give us. I don't think he cut the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he did. I don't know.
I don't know. It was loud as all. It was loud as all hell.
Yeah. No, we'll get into detail.
But yeah, we'll get into that in a moment. We don't want to spoil too much here, but oh boy.
What's a Brony on my end? I actually did another sprite tweak. Feel free to put it up if you wish.
Yep. Blanked is working more and more into 8-bit renditions, and they really are looking great. Let me see if I can 16-bit renditions. I'm sorry, but they are looking
I
good.
think I'm the closest person in this group that's been doing 18-bit things.
Yeah. Be warned, the Tumblr. I think the Tumblr is not exactly safe for work, but you should be okay with this link.
The Inkwell Tumblr, no.
Yeah, you should be safe with the link though. I guarantee you.
The ink block is safe for work,
Don't-
but
just
the
don't search any
subset
farther.
of the sprite is not.
Fair
It's
enough.
no quest.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Any case, anybody else have any other What's Up Brony that's going on with them that they want to shout out about?
I have a unique one that actually ties into the one you guys just did, and it's coming up.
Okay, shoot.
So, as I was mentioning earlier, I am heading out tomorrow on a trip. So tomorrow I'm trying to drive up from where I am in New Brunswick up down to Connecticut. At which point, Wednesday I will be picking up a friend of mine and Suki's called AJ, and then driving to another friend of mine's named Scoon in upstate New York. And then Thursday we're going to be traveling down to Columbus, Ohio for TrotCon.
Ohio, the first new state, and the one that we didn't really have any say in the creation of.
What? Any case,
Oh, it's a strange little history fact.
I'll take your word for it, but the TrotCon part sounds awesome.
Oh yeah, then we're going to be partying around there and selling. I think Scoon's going to be selling art and a whole bunch of fun.
Nice.
Oh,
Takes you down to TrotCon this year. Just look for me. You'll probably find me.
Wait a minute. That voice. That voice. I know that voice. Hey, it's Silent Blast.
Hi, Cy.
Hey guys.
Long time no
You
see.
sound
How's
all
it?
beat the hell. How you doing?
Well, due to the fact that I've been working on 20 cars today, I'm pretty tired.
Ugh.
You understand if you can't stay long, though.
Well, do you have any What's Up Brony that you want to throw out there, or should we go ahead and see if anybody else has anything to throw out?
Yeah, so far, nah. It's not until like 2 weeks I take vacation anyway.
Oh, well, there you go. In 2 weeks, Silent Blast will be on vacation. Can't wait to see what comes of that. All right. Okay, anybody else want to throw in What's Up Brony?
No, I'm going to sleep.
All right, sounds like a plan. All right, then, let's go ahead and move on to the news of the week. Every week, plenty of stuff comes out in the Brony community. Of course, we whittle down to the nuggets that we think are worthy of your time and attention, or we think are worthy of your time and attention, and we go ahead and talk a little bit about them to let you know what the current status is of everything. Of course, the first thing is actually something I was surprised to hear about. Who here's heard of the show Adam Ruins Everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I'm really excited. Apparently, there's a new season coming out next week, and I can't wait to see what. But yeah, the whole idea is he is a comedian that actually goes into the truth about a lot of misconceptions that we have about the world around us, which they can get a little dicey and messy at times, but it is actually pretty educational while it's also being slightly silly.
Even though that immigration one was kind of mixing when he did for the percentage, kind of was mixing words.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He says he cites his sources, so if you are questioning it, go to the source. That's one thing that I like about that show. He cites his sources.
Well, getting back on track here, he had a little bit of a questionnaire, and one of the things that was asked of him was if he could ruin my let's see. One of them asked if he could ruin the My Little Pony community fan base, the Bronies.
Before you say the answer, I want to say something. We ruin ourselves. We don't need a professional to do it.
Well, to put a little bit, to make sure it's a little bit more phrased correctly, the question was, do you think you could ruin the My Little Pony community fan base, the Bronies? And his response, of course, was, I don't think I could. I think I like bronies too much. I think bronies are great. Nothing makes me happier than when Fluttershy or someone with a magical pony avatar shows up in my Twitter feed and asks a question about the show. It always brings a smile to my face. I think that friendship is magic, and I think it's wonderful that we have a community of adults who want to spread the message around the world. Even I could not ruin so lovely as the bronies. So
I sense a troll.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a troll, but he probably got out. The response was definitely a smackdown on the troll's part there.
I smell a troll.
I smell a troll, and unfortunately the troll got smushed. Happy fun days. But,
now I taste the troll. Ooh.
But yeah, personally, I love that response, and it just, it's always responses like that that give me a little smile and make me feel a little less about crazy things that happen in our community time to time.
Well, think about it like this. We are a fandom that is not dying but shrinking because this is no longer the hot shit that it was back in the day.
I wouldn't even call it shrinking. I'd call it calming. We're just calming down, which is a general thing any fandom does.
That and the cringe.
Well, the cringe is always a problem. I mean, you got sports fans out there that'll go. You got people that are so into sports they will go out there in a G-string with their bodies painted the team colors and screaming at the top of their lungs. Everybody has cringies.
Yeah, no, there's cringe everywhere. There's a fandom that doesn't think. If there's somebody in fandom that doesn't think there's cringe in the fandom, they're probably the ones causing it.
Oddly enough, he's probably actually correct. All right, but let's go ahead and move on to exclusive merchandise, because who doesn't love exclusivities? San Diego Comic-Con is rapidly approaching, and IDW has unveiled their exclusives for the con. Of course, we have the movie prequel comic book, issue 1, that will have a special half-colored in coverage that you can see right there. Looks pretty awesome. And they will also have 2 enamel pins, one of Twilight Sparkle with Wings and another of the Songbird Sia, which is also based off of Sia. And they will also have free at their booths the My Little Pony prequel poster.
Hey, whoa. For the prequel movie, I thought they did released a comic for it already.
They did. It's a 5-issue comic, and it's an exclusive cover for the first issue of that comic.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying this. I'm not spoiling it, but they fucking MLP outdone Marvel.
Oh, now I want to... Wait, I have a comic person for this reason. I haven't watched it yet, but I can.
I don't know about it outdoing Marvel, but it is really good.
They made a better... my English turned bad today. They created the villain for the film better and his reasoning and story wise than what current Marvel is doing.
Well, I'll give you that. It's not the typical villain who's just taking over the world because he can. He actually has a motivation behind it, though not exactly a specific reason why that motivation, other than I just want it. He's a collector.
But issue 1, we haven't done issue 2 yet.
But we're not going to get too much into that. We don't want to get too spoilery here. We want to give people a chance to start diving into the comic a little bit. So here we enjoy a picture of Rainbow Dash enjoying pony butts here for a moment as we go on to the next segment. Now the next little thing here is more figures have come out for the pony movie, and now we have ponies as pirates.
Actually, you are a pirate. You are fatally being a pirate is alright with me.
Actually, in all honesty, this does look pretty awesome to see.
All right, I'm going to say this. We all seen the trailer.
Yes.
Yeah. Most
well,
of us
we have, but we're keeping that in spoiler territory here until the actual movie. Because some people are actually trying to avoid everything related to the movie, including trailers.
It's
Well-
good. But then again, we've already had the main six as pirates from the comics.
Fair enough.
Fuck it. Skipping from Twilight to Lego. Yeah, apparently Ninjago's getting a movie.
Are you really
you
that
just found out
surprised?
that? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
just
Ninjago
saw
has
the
been
trailer the other day.
best thing since Bionicle. It honestly has.
Yeah.
And that is coming from the Bionicle nerd.
Well-
No, the thing is they're doing it in like how they're having it animated, kind of like how the Lego movie was.
Which makes sense. I mean, again, Bionicle nerd, they didn't have the right style for the Bionicle movies, which are technically Lego movies. They need to be more like the Lego movie itself and the Lego Batman because that gives options.
Yeah, but given what the trailer does and it shows way too much, I think it has to be like a retelling of the whole show.
Hey, that's what it's basically doing because all the original BAs, they're not a part of the movie.
Well, we'll have to leave that for another time. That's a whole separate discussion altogether.
Yep.
But in any case, really quick, back onto the Pony Pirates. We also have Applejack the Pirate, and she also has a hat. Except this time it's not a Stetson.
Well, I'm already sold.
Ooh, that's all you need, Applejack with a hat.
My Applejack is a hat.
Applejack is
we
a
have
hat,
to
everything is
Applejack
done.
Fans and
So, who wants new Pony Pez dispensers?
Well, I could get some Pez. I haven't had those in
Pez,
10 years.
one of the best things ever made.
Well, they've come out with a new customizable Pez Pony dispenser, which will allow you to put a chest, wings, and a part of a mane onto Twilight and Rainbow Dash. And no, I'm not kidding. It actually does pretty much look like a chest.
Ooh. I was looking at them.
It's just like this big round breastplate kind of thing. It's really like, what the hell?
And then Twilight's next extends. Circuit, well, let's face it, you're buying the Twilight one.
If I ever find it. Or order it online. That will be
Don't
another
worry,
time.
give it long enough, it'll be at every truck stop from here to New York.
There you go. That's the spirit. Alright, so moving right along here. Now, this is a little bit of a community service warning as well as just a brief topic of discussion. Legends of Equestria unfortunately had their website compromised and all accounts therein as well. So, for those of you who haven't heard the news yet, which I'd honestly be surprised because it was being spread everywhere over the last few days, their systems were compromised. If you used any familiar passwords or emails or anything to create your Legend of Equestria account, you may want to change your password for other sites because information has been compromised. And that sucks.
Yeah. Luckily, I use the same password for anything at the moment.
And lucky for me, that was a little bit more of a unique situation for me, so I didn't use the same password.
Yeah.
Luckily, I think the password that I used for that, I pretty much haven't used for like anything else in a while.
Yeah.
And that
I was having problems of some of my accounts for other stuff being accessed from somewhere, so I started using different passwords for everything.
Cool.
In an attempt to prevent anything from happening.
And mine is before I started using Lead Speak for my password.
Well, in any case, moving on to better news. Enterplay has listed new LED Keychain Ponies coming out in a couple months. I just thought it was pretty cool. Because not only do you have Pinkie Pie in her cannon, you also have Starlight Glimmer in her Scrooge outfit. And you also have Wonderbolt Rainbow Dash. And they light up.
I want one.
See, that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
I want it.
I want
a Starlight one.
So, who wants an excuse to actually use Ponify in the English dictionary?
Me.
Well, you have an excuse now. Ponify has been added to the open source MerriamWebster dictionary. Of course, open source means that it's a little bit more eager and willing to accept new words into it. So it's not exactly a huge deal, like it's going to be printed in a dictionary, but it has been accepted in an official dictionary source.
Yeah, it's pretty much, this is essentially the open source Merriam-Webster dictionary is basically how, is essentially like take a regular dictionary and just give it the ability to also become the urban dictionary.
It's like a step up from the urban dictionary in all honesty, but it's still among the same lines.
Yeah.
Okay, it's basically the urban dictionary without all the dark stuff.
There you go.
No, it's the Urban Dictionary with a little bit of credibility.
Yes.
Very little though, but still, Ponify is now technically in an English dictionary. We have come a long way.
And we are still very far to go.
All right, and now finally, another studio has decided to step up and take away everything that the Brony Show stands for, and make their own pony podcast. Of course, I really can't do anything about it because it's Hasbro themselves.
What?
Wait, what?
Hasbro.
Are we playing with the big boys now?
Not exactly. Hasbro is starting to push the Pony for All Genders idea with a YouTube series, which will take a bunch of kids of all different genders, races, ideology, creeds, etc., so on and so forth, have them talk about episodes, and then also do silly little things, like most recently not asking for trouble and going to an ice cream parlor to try to make snow sandwiches and ice cream sandwiches as well.
Oh, so they're going to be sued by the Fine Bros.
Yep.
I don't know about that. It's just a bunch of kids making literal ice cream sandwiches. I'd like to see somebody sue for that kind of crap because it's common.
Circuit, remember, only the Fine Bros can do reaction videos.
It's not a reaction video. They're just making ice cream sandwiches because of an episode. It's completely different.
That's still technically a reaction.
Also Silent, you forget they were trying to copyright a certain style of reaction video.
Yeah. Which still is bogus and pointless and stupid, but what are you going to do?
And they kind of stepped back from that hard because they were losing subs.
If anything, Hasbro basically put in their own review show along with I guess a variety. It's almost like a review and a variety show in one.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wouldn't that technically
with better production value?
If it's something that you did, wouldn't that technically revert the point of the review?
But it's supposed to be like a fan reviewing it, essentially.
So
it's supposed to have the illusion of these kids aren't actually from Hasbro. They're not telling them what to say.
And we believe that
we are not like GameStop.
Well, right now, I'm like, my bullshit detector is going off, and it is saying, Hasbro, you be lying.
Oh, let them have it. They're going to be advertising this, and I'll give them a little bit of credit. At least they're putting in mixed genders and everything, so it's not like, hi, we're a bunch of girls. Here's pony stuff. Let's make ice cream. And it's like, no, here's a couple of guys here, too. We're all going to make ice cream.
I like ice cream, too.
Sullivan Grundy want ice cream too.
Ice
Decent pair of pants. I just want a decent pair of pants.
But you don't wear pants.
Right now and get myself some cookie dough ice cream.
I don't know why, but the only thing I can think of right now is jamming up your pee hole.
What the hell?
Okay, good. Trumps.
All right.
Oh, actually, that is something I should announce at least, because that is an upcoming What's Up Brony for me. I actually got tickets to a live Game Grumps event that is happening this weekend here in Utah.
Oh, that's right.
Welcome for informing you, by the way.
Yeah, you did inform me.
That's right. They were doing a Game Grumps live in Salt Lake.
Yep, and I got a ticket for it, so I am going to that sucker.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all. That's fine.
Punch Danny Sex Bang for
glad,
me.
Yeah, I'm just glad I got. I'm glad I got to go to the NSP show.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, I'd rather actually meet Stamper.
Fair enough. All right, well, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our challenge of the week. Of course, our challenge of the week was ponies in hero costumes. So we're going to start off with Mike Nice, who comes out with this awesome little one with Formare, who it looks like is dressed in a, well, I want to say a fire, like a fireman's outfit or a fire soldier. And this has got to be something, but I don't know what it is entirely.
They're a pyromancer.
Away, so let me just pull it up here. What the hell is ringing on my phone?
Yeah, he's got a nice little saying on it. A hero isn't about the superpower, but the dedication to save everyone despite the consequences.
Oh, it's supposed to be a fireman.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. The only thing that confused me is the fact that either she is a fireman that can use fire or is on fire, considering the right hoof there.
I think she can control fire. You know, going into anime, like My Hero Academia, how Bakugo can make explosions, but he's not exploding every time he just is angry.
I do know Bakugo's power is able to secrete nitroglycerin.
Yes, because of his explosions. He sweats out nitroglycerin. That's a part of his biology. But you know what I mean.
Fair enough. But in any case, so that is Mike Nice, and I really like it. The funny thing is, it kind of reminded me of a game I saw that was being played during the Summer Games Done Quickly, called like the Fireman for Super Nintendo. It was really weird, but kind of interesting.
Well, you gotta remember, in ye olden days, people were just like, let's do crazy shit and see what happens.
Yeah.
We still have that today, but it's kind of...
Yeah. Well, that game was actually one that wasn't actually released in America.
No, it was a fan translation, if I recall.
Yeah, because it was only ever released in... I know exactly which game you're talking about. That was only ever released in Japan and the European markets.
Okay, maybe it was also a PAL version. I'm not.
And then the sequel was only ever in Japan.
There was a sequel? Huh.
There was a sequel, Japan only.
Go figure.
I watch Region Locked.
Yes, you do, and that actually does sound pretty awesome. All right, and now from Dr. Bristle, because he does enter here and there. And, of course, it looks like we're going back to a little bit of the vectors, but it looks like they're altered vectors, too, so I'll give them a little credit. But, yes, we have ponies in hero costumes. Apparently, I'm the literal definition of Batman. We have Dr. Bristle's Spider Pony.
What the hell did he do to me?
Let's see. Super Gleam Glam and... Oh, you're a cyborg.
Son of a bitch, I kind of was hoping that Bristol would have been Dr. Fate.
Oh no, Bristle is doing Dr. Deadpoolio.
Dr. Deadpoolio.
Dr. Deadpoolio? Really?
No, I would have thought Dr.
Why have you gone to the dark side?
At least it's not Dr. Deadpoolio. Polio! Ah!
No, Circuit, I think he would have done Dr. Fate with just instead of the onk that he had, just had like a cross. But
You see, Circuit will not skip Bristle because this is somewhat funny, and I'm like, what did he do to me? Did he turn me into a demon? Just cyborg?
But we'll just hit up on it real fast.
But you're already a robot.
Anyway,
there's nothing biological.
Right. Well, moving on to the next entry, we also have Teleco, who has his 100th one apparently. The superhero ponies.
Yeah, this has been the 100th challenge that you have done.
And so we have Bug, Enigma, Soar, and T-Machine.
Oh.
If you can't tell, I did a parody.
I can't imagine that this wouldn't be a parody. I just don't know what the parody is.
So it's supposed to be Machine Man.
International.
You're supposed to be Machine Man, aren't you?
Elron from Justice League International. Bug is a combination of Blue Beetle and the thing that crawls at night. Thing that crawls at night is a Silver Age thing. Enigma is a combination of Shadow Man and the Question, and Sword. Well, that's the Shadow and Noir Spider-Man. I just use Sword as a different thing.
But you do know the Shadow just fucking murks people, right?
You know what? I think we're just gonna have to take this as its own unique little superhero team here because I'm thoroughly confused, but it's definitely
also,
interesting.
Wait, so just to make sure,
I went
did you say-
above and beyond this challenge.
Oh, wait, I just realized. Wait, were you saying that guy's name is Enigma?
No, just I went to Enigma without the E and went Ig instead of I.
Okay.
So that was intentional.
Okay,
Yep.
just making sure because I was just thinking like, did he just not know how to spell that?
It'd be like the Riddler's name, Dr. Enigma.
No, I know. I was just trying to make sure that was, that was intentional.
Because I'm like, it was.
Yeah, because sometimes with these things you never know.
Yeah, I had to check. Well, how do you spell Enigma? Oh. I'm just going to add some stuff in front of it.
That's kind of how comics work sometimes. It's like, fuck, wait, this isn't an original. Fuck it, just put something in front of it.
Did somebody answer a phone and not mute themselves, or? Oh no, he muted. Huh. Okay. Anyway, well, there's that. So there's our art challenge for the week. Next week's art challenge: ponies and ice cream.
Ponies as ice cream.
And
no, ponies and
ponies as
Ponies
ice
in
cream.
ice cream. Got it.
I mean, that still means he could do ponies as ice cream.
I don't doubt he could. I don't think he should.
I'm just saying. By technicality, he's not wrong.
yeah, true.
I am going to do statuettes made out of ice cream of ponies.